The gravity of gold. Elevate your standards. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a tragedy unfolding right now, in real time, all across the world. It is not a war being fought with guns. It is not a financial crash that makes the headlines. It is a silent tragedy. It is the tragedy of potential, suffocated by tolerance. Most people, the vast, overwhelming majority of the human race, are sleepwalking through a graveyard of their own dreams. They are living lives that are a pale, gray shadow of what they were designed to experience. They are driving with the parking brake on. They are flying at low altitude to avoid the turbulence. And if you ask them why, if you corner them and ask why they are broke, why they are out of shape, why their relationships are toxic, why they feel that hollow ache in their chest at 3 a.m., they will give you a list of excuses. They will blame the economy. They will blame their childhood. They will blame their boss, their spouse, or the government. But they are lying. They are lying to you, and worse, they are lying to the face in the mirror. The reason they are where they are is not because of an external block. It is because of an internal setting. It is because they have looked at mediocrity and signed a peace treaty with it. I am here to tear up that treaty. I want to talk to you about the architecture of expectations. See, life operates on a ruthless but fair mechanic. You do not attract what you want, you attract what you are. And what you are is defined by your standards. A standard is not a goal. A goal is a wish. I'd like to have a six-pack. I'd like to be a millionaire. That's cute. Everyone has goals. Goals are free. You can write goals on a napkin and feel good about yourself. A standard is different. A standard is a floor. A standard is a non-negotiable baseline. A standard is the psychological line in the sand that says, if I drop below this level, I am in a state of emergency. Think about your hygiene. You have a standard for brushing your teeth. If you go 3 days without brushing your teeth, you don't just say, oh well. No, you feel disgusting. You feel wrong. You will stop everything you are doing to fix it. Why? Because that violates your identity. Now, imagine if you had that same visceral, physical rejection of being broke. Imagine if you had that same disgust for procrastination. Imagine if you had that same intolerance for being treated like an option instead of a priority. If you viewed poverty the way you view not showering, you wouldn't be poor for long. Your nervous system wouldn't allow it. You would find a way, you would create a way, or you would burn the house down trying. The quality of your life is a direct reflection of the quality of your standards. The world treats you exactly how you treat yourself. It's a mirror. If you walk around with a discount sticker on your forehead, accepting discount behavior, discount effort, and discount love, the world will happily pay that low price. You have to change the price tag. But how? How do we elevate? It is not about trying harder. Trying is a weak word. It is not about motivation. Motivation is a feeling. It comes and goes like the wind. This is about an identity shift. You have to kill the version of you that accepts good enough. Good enough is the enemy of great. Good enough is the sedative that keeps you in the coma. Good enough is why you are comfortable, and comfort is the death of growth. You need to audit your life with a brutal, cold, clinical eye. Look at your circle. Who are you sitting with? Are they talking about ideas empires, and growth? Or are they talking about other people, video games, and the weekend? If you are the eagle flying with pigeons, you will eventually lose the ability to soar. You need to be around people whose standards are so high they terrify you. You need to be in rooms where your maximum effort is their warm-up. Look at your work. Are you just doing the job? Are you doing just enough to not get fired? Or are you signing your name to your work with excellence? When you elevate your standard, you stop competing with others. You start competing with your own potential. You become a master of the craft, not because the boss is watching, but because you are watching. Look at your body. Is it a temple or is it a dumpster? Your body is the vehicle that carries your soul through this existence. If you treat it with disrespect, if you fuel it with garbage, if you let it rot on the couch, you are telling the universe that you do not value the gift of life. Elevate the standard. Train like a warrior. Eat like a king. Look at your vocabulary. Stop using victim words. Stop saying I can't. Stop saying it's too hard. Stop saying I'll try. Replace them with words of power. I will. I must. It is done. Your words cast spells. If you speak weakness, you manifest weakness. Now, I need to warn you. When you make the decision to elevate, when you really make it, not just fake it, it is going to be lonely at first. This is the cost of the comeback. When you raise your standards, the people around you who are comfortable in the mud will get nervous. They will say you've changed. They will say you are arrogant. They will say you are too much. They are right. You have changed. You are too much for them. Because your light exposes their darkness. Your discipline exposes their laziness. Your growth exposes their stagnation. Let them go. You cannot drag people up the mountain. You can only climb and shout from the top. Some will hear you and follow. Others will stay in the valley and critique your climbing technique. Let them critique. You have a view to catch. This is about becoming a sovereign of your own soul. It is about waking up in the morning and looking at the day not as something you have to get through, but as a canvas you get to paint. And you refuse to paint with gray. You demand technicolor. You demand vibrancy. There is a thermostat in your brain. Right now, for many of you, it is set to 70 degrees. It's comfortable. It's safe. If life gets too hot, you get a big win, a lot of money, your subconscious cools you down, you self-sabotage to get back to 70. If life gets too cold, you hit rock bottom, you kick into gear just enough to get back to 70. Smash the thermostat. Set the temperature to 100. Set it to incandescent. Make excellence your new normal. Make abundance your new baseline. Make impact your new default setting. Is it exhausting? Yes. Is it worth it? Look around at the alternative. The alternative is regret. The alternative is sitting in a nursing home 50 years from now, staring at a wall, wondering who you could have been if you hadn't been so afraid of asking for more. Do not let that be your ending. You are built for greatness. It is encoded in your DNA. Your ancestors survived ice ages, wars, famines, and plagues just so you could sit here today. Do not dishonor their struggle by being average. Raise the bar. And then, when you reach it, raise it again. Elevate your expectations of what love looks like. Elevate your expectations of what wealth feels like. Elevate your expectations of the legacy you will leave. There is no ceiling. The sky is not the limit. The sky is just the view. The only limit is the one you accept. So today, I am issuing a challenge. Not a suggestion, a challenge. Go home. Look in the mirror. Look past the skin, past the eyes, into the spirit, and make a declaration. I am done with okay. I am done with getting by. I am entering my era of excellence. Demand more from yourself than anyone else could ever expect. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Become so undeniably good, so undeniably powerful, so undeniably focused that the world has no choice but to make way for you. Elevate your standards, and you will not just change your life, you will transcend it. The speaker stops. The silence returns, but now it is charged with electricity. They give a single, sharp nod. Now, go.